feeling. Oh, what a feeling. Oh, what a feeling. The beat down play still going on as we speak. They probably still get beat up. They probably still getting beat on as we speak. As we speak. They getting demolished as we speak. I'm enjoying this, ladies and gentlemen, more than anybody probably in the free world would know. I am really, truly enjoying this. Look, they done spammed up my page. Look at that. Samma Jamma. Look at them spamming up the page. You don't want the world to know. Look, they don't want the world to know. They don't want the world to know I'm live. They don't want the world to know what's going on right here. They don't. That's why I'm looking at all these new people like where are the people that subscribe to me at? This is what we talking about. But we ain't gonna shut down the live. The revolution will be live. Yeah, they beating the brakes off of him because he's done. He's done. I told you. The world has told you. We all have told the world. It's over, baby. It's over. They can bring Bernard King in here, and it won't. Is how Laker fans justify this. If I was a Laker fan, I would be like, maybe LeBron is the best player on the team. The best player on the team is AD. We know that. We know AD is the most valuable player on that team. So why is LeBron in conversations when they mention most valuable player? All right, forget all that. Let's keep the focus on where it needed to be. Now the Clippers beat Washington. The Clippers beat Utah. When no one could beat Utah, the Clippers did it. But that's neither here nor there. The real AD, the real update on he's got an inflamed Achilles. So he's going to be out a month. They were talking 2 weeks, 3 weeks. You know, the Cavs are lying. I mean, the Lakers are going to lie. Talking about calf injury. They don't want to say the word Achilles. He's got an Achilles injury. So he's going to sit out a month. Because they know, they saw what happened to KD. If they do that and bring AD back too soon and that thing snap, he out 2 years. Now, for 2 years, you done sign this guy to this massive contract. For 2 years, he's going to be sitting on the bench. And LeBron going to be sitting there looking stupid, getting embarrassed every night. Because he ain't got nobody to bail him out. Now, I watched every tick and talk. I got the rest of it recording. I'm going to be watching this game for about the whole 2 weeks. This game is exactly the way I said it was going to go. It was going to be an embarrassment. And this is what I mean, an embarrassment. They came out and on fire. And defensively, they didn't let the Lakers get anything. The Lakers look like they didn't even want to be there. If you beat on the Lakers and you keep executing, you can't going to quit. LeBron's going to quit. And that's exactly what he did. All you got to do is get up on them large or make it look like they can't stop anything. He's going to quit. Then he's just going to try to start getting some garbage points. So people be like, man, well, LeBron had 20-something. That's in garbage time. They getting housed. They building houses on LeBron. Ain't no hater. We going over facts, baby. Jordan Clarkson wanted to give LeBron a little bit of taste of his medicine. You left us, right? You left us in Cleveland like it was our fault. You quit on us. So now I'm gonna have to extract you and the Lakers. The Lakers quit on me, traded me to Cleveland with you, and then you quit it on us? After you brought us there, wanted to play with us? All right, I got a little something for you. Jordan Clarkson went off, and I told y'all, he was 6th man of the year. Told y'all that 2 weeks ago. Matter of fact, now it's been 4 weeks. Jordan Clarkson was going to be 6th man of the year. This game just solidified it. Now the whole world get to see he's 6th man of the year. No, baby, it ain't hate. This called facts. Facts over stats, baby. They don't guard the flare. One guy was leaving guys wide open. They couldn't defend the 3. No LeBron James team he's ever been on knew how to defend the 3. So this way, they get embarrassed. They were just banking on Utah missing a bunch of shots. They weren't. The Lakers as a team shoot 19% from 3. 19%. If you told me Donovan Mitchell was like 2 for 12 from the field, have like points at the half, and Utah is still blowing them out, that would have never happened last year. This year is different. You see, this year, they got Clarkson. Everybody knows their role. Donovan trusts more. He's sharing the ball. It's not ISO Donovan Mitchell one-on-one basketball no more. And everybody's just standing around. They're actually using the team, and he's trusting everybody. There were plenty of times in this game where it could have got out of hand, but they kept going inside because inside was open all night. How many lob dunks did Gobert hit today? Alley-oops at the rim. They would rotate, and both would end up. That was a set design play by Utah. This to show you how the lame duck coach Vogel is. He's so asleep at the wheel, he was just allowing it to happen. I'm like, you're not going to stop this. You're not going to tell Marc Gasol, look, Mark, you're going to have to step over because you got Pope on Rudy. They're going to alley-oop it to Rudy. He's going to jump up, and Pope ain't even making a play on the ball. He's just throwing the ball up, and Pope's standing on the ground. Rudy's in the air dunking on him. I swear they did that play like 5-6 times in this game, and they were still in the third quarter. Mitchell is in the MVP category, but the thing is, Joker, I would put Joker ahead of him, and I would put Joel Embiid, because without them, those teams are gone. Without Donovan Mitchell, Utah is still dangerous. And they proved that this year. When Donovan Mitchell was out, they proved they was just as dangerous. I said, oh my goodness, Utah has come together. They got everybody they need in the right positions. They're going to be a dangerous team because they're different. Can that carry over in the playoffs when all they got to do is focus on it? Clarkson went out there and proved a point. You guys wanted Caruso so bad and keep that guy on the team and thought he was better than me. You let me go like I was a problem. Okay, I'm going to give you problems. I'm going to give you some problems. He gave the Lakers some problems tonight. He showed you, hey, LA, guess what? Knock, knock. You were wrong. Oh, let's look at all the talented players the Los Angeles Lakers have given away that they had. Julius Randle, Brandon Ingram, Jordan Clarkson, Lou Williams. What if I told you Clarkson, Lou Williams, and Julius Randle was all on the team at the same time? What if I told you the Lakers giving up on all of that talent, all of that young talent, and threw it away to keep trying to start over and grab something and quick, fast, in a hurry? Let's just throw something together and grab something and go get a title. Instead of letting people develop, letting the players grow with the players, grow to like the players, and build there. That's how Golden State became a dynasty. The players they drafted, they grew with the fans. Steph Curry, the fans grew with him. So when these other fans outside the world start knowing who's Steph and Clay and all them time they winning championships, the core fans already know these guys. They watched every game. They rooting for these guys. And then you just build around them. But then you have a dynasty that goes about 10 plus years. The Lakers would have built around Brandon Ingram and did all these things, man, they would be dangerous right now. They would be so much dangerous. Because it's not helping you that LeBron basically don't have his legs. I told you his legs are gone. He out there like Gumby. He got 2 gummy worms for legs. And then in the first quarter when he was doing those dunks, they were letting him dunk. Like, go ahead and dunk, fool. Go ahead. Get your dunk on. Keep running. They kept running them. You can't run with them young boys. Clarkson was running down there like, boom, 3, 3, 3. Everybody's hitting threes, and they're like, what's going on? What's going on is you can't run with these young boys, old man. Sit your butt down. Quit trying to play 36 minutes and get garbage points because you garbage. You trying to get all these garbage points because you garbage. Hit the like button for LeBron being garbage, ladies and gentlemen. Trash Panda. Utah's like, we gonna put these bums where they supposed to be. They talk about this team every day. We gonna put them where they supposed to be because this is a national broadcast game. Let's show them why Utah should be broadcast and what you gonna get when you watch Utah. Give them Utah basketball. Now you get to see why we #1 in the whole NBA. We showed you what #1 looked like, and you could have had AD and anybody you wanted out here. Y'all was gonna get it too. They won like 26 out of 27 games. And you think I wasn't finna bet the house on them? Oh, I bet the house. Easiest money I ever made. Easy. I'm like, I don't care how many points Utah giving up. They finna house these boys. They finna get smoked clean as my good. LeBron lose chips all the time, B. I tried to tell you. I begged you to listen. I said, listen to me. Me. Listen. That's all you gotta do. And you will get your money. Oh, I loved every bit of it. Now he's seeing. Now he's learning. Wait a minute. Maybe I'm not that good. Because you're not. What you are is a joke. And everybody now sees it. Now they like, oh, well, LeBron need help. They got to get somebody in there. You got Trez. You got all these players. I thought y'all the favorites to win the championship. Right? Trez is the reason. Oh, Trez. Trez went over there, right? Trez doing his job, but Trez is only going to get you like 16 and 12. Trez ain't the guy that's going to turn your whole team around and be that guy down the stretch to deliver for you. Not him. I'm collecting Bron money. We gotta get LeBron some help. That's right, he need help because he can't do it. LeBron can't do it. He's not the guy. So I don't want to hear all this LeBron's the king and all this crap. He ain't the king of nothing. Because even when Kobe was losing games, he was battling with what he had. Battling with what he had. Putting up Hall of Fame numbers. Battling. He tore his ACL trying to wheel a bad team into the 8th spot. To make one last run at the playoffs. That's all he wanted to do. He was like, man, let me just go ahead and go out on my shield, have one last run at these playoffs. That's all he wanted. He wanted one last shot. And he was pushing and sacrificing his body, playing 40 minutes, guarding point guards, doing whatever he had to do. Did LeBron have any urgency? Mark Jackson said it today too. He was like, what's missing is, where's the urgency? They losing tonight and getting blown out by 30 and you don't even see anybody upset about it. They sitting there looking like they already know they're going to be all right once AD get back. And that is a terrible notion to put into your team. Like, oh, we just waiting for AD to get back. We good. It's just a game. You got that mentality? And nobody's upset about what just getting embarrassed like that? Oh, Kobe would have a problem with that. Jordan would have a problem with that. Winners would have a problem with that. Losers don't. And if you thinking AD gonna be your savior, because once he come back, who wasn't having a great season to begin with, he was out of shape. You think he in shape now? Because he's sitting down on his butt for a whole month with this calf injury. Schroeder's there, but let's be honest. Dennis Schroeder's just another person out there on the court. And yeah, he could get you about 20. He can get you about 20 and everything else, but defensively, he's not great. But they do need another guard out there. I think he's missed more than AD. Really. He's missed a lot more than AD because LeBron needs another guy who can handle the ball. Caruso is not that guy. Wesley Matthews is playing so terrible right now, and it's because he's not allowed to play a game. He's not being allowed to play his game. Wesley Matthews is getting his ankle broke, his pot belly self. One's, I think Wesley Matthews is out of shape. That's one. Two, the position he plays is the flare position. Like if he's in the flare and you get him the ball, he could pull up and make some things happen. But if you don't have that actually synchronized the right way to where he can create and go one-on-one and be like Donovan Mitchell and get his own shot, that's what made him great. That's what brought him out to prominence, is him being able to create. But when you got him standing around running just high pick and rolls and he getting the ball that way, and it's just not there for him. He's best when he got the ball and he can create. But when you got guys standing around, what you're doing is bringing people near him that don't need to be. You got guys just standing still so that the defender can actually rotate and guard him and cut him off, so he has no idea what's going to come after him, because he doesn't know if you're going to cut, going to move, because he likes to pass, play basketball. Guys are standing still too much, and that happens on LeBron's teams, and they don't do it on any other teams except for a LeBron team, because he likes things to stand still. When players are moving around, it's not good for him. He can't figure that out in fast speed like that. LeBron needs things to be still. He got mad at Pope, because Pope wasn't standing still in the corner enough. I need you to go all the way in the corner. And this is what I'm talking about. Last year, and I want y'all to hear me, because this is the biggest statement I made in this entire video. It's coming right now. The biggest statement I have to make is coming right now in this video. Here's the biggest statement that I've probably made all week, and I want all of you to hear it right now. Okay? We were at this point and juncture last year. Last year this time, the pandemic was getting ready to hit and the season was getting ready to be called. Last year, around this time, this is when the team was starting to fall apart. Remember, they lost to the Brooklyn Nets, the last game anybody before they shut the season down. That was the Lakers' last loss to the Brooklyn Nets. AD missed a 3 to win game. The Lakers were sliding a bit. They were sliding. The season was getting long, and we had just came back from the All-Star break, but the team was tired. The Lakers were tired. And see, this is why the pandemic championship don't count. Because when you play a full season, guys are exhausted. Their legs are gone. They're tired. And they got to go to the playoffs. And you start to see when players are older, like LeBron, that has more of an effect on them. But now when you wait 4 whole months, then start the season 4 months later, that's a whole new season. That's a whole 4 months? 4 months? Are you kidding me? That's a whole nother season, whole nother thing. Remember how great the Houston Rockets were playing at that time? They were playing some of the best basketball in the world. The Houston Rockets defensively, they were gelling, they were coming together, they had everything working, they were beating teams with Russ and James Harden. All that died when the season got called. So you never know what would have happened. There's a lot of teams that were number one, and then when the season started, look at the Bucks. The Bucks was on top. They were running things. Though that wasn't the same team you saw in the bubble, was it? Guys was out of shape. They couldn't just, in 2 weeks, put that thing back together after being away for 4 months. It's a whole new thing. The Clippers, they had to get back together. Trez was out of shape. Lou Williams wasn't in shape. He at the strip club eating wings. You know, guys, they didn't even plans to sign. They didn't want to play in that thing. That damn thing don't count. That wasn't no real playoff. But they're never going to tell you about that. So we're reaching that point now where the season has to continue. LeBron's got to try to get his legs back. That's going to be the hardest part for him. That's why his shooting is getting more and more dismal as the season goes on. It don't help you when you're older. The more you play and the more minutes, that's not helping you. It's not helping you. And in the playoffs, they're not just going to magically appear. In the third and fourth quarters, you're going to be tired. And the referees ain't going to be able to help you when the ball going in the net. See, Utah answered with execution. The refs tried to screw them, but they were like, man, don't worry about it. Answer with execution. They kept Donovan Mitchell wasn't forcing those fadeaway jumpers. He was like, finish shooting, and he saw an open guy in the paint. That's the difference from last year to this year. He wasn't looking to throw that open pass in the paint to the guy that's wide open for the dunks. The Lakers gave up about 12 dunks. 4 of them, like 7 of them was alley-oops right at the rim. Marc Gasol is not a rim protector. They don't have a rim protector. So if you don't have a rim protector, you're already skating backwards. And while they were skating backwards, Utah was skating forwards because they wanted to prove to the Lakers and to the rest of the world they are the best team in the NBA, and you're going to see why. And they showed you why tonight. Yeah, he's still 3-6 to me. Well, Devin Booker's not going to be traded. Zach LaVine might be moved if the Bulls is in 8th seed and you're in the 8th seed with a guy who's averaged 35 points in like 6 straight games, why are you trying to trade him? I see Boogie's out there. They could add Boogie after the break. Once he clears waivers, they could bring Boogie back. But they didn't go into why Boogie was released. If you're the Houston Rockets, why are you releasing Boogie? All of a sudden, that James Harden was the problem stuff went away real quick, didn't it? All of a sudden, you don't hear no more of that. Look how they're gelling together over there. Oh, hit one time for LeBron being the greatest choke artist in history. They ain't depleted. They got LeBron. You ain't depleted if you got LeBron. What is you talking about? They got Bron. How they depleted and they got LeBron? I've never heard that before. A depleted team. And they got the King James. You got King James. Where you depleted at? He's depleted. No, y'all were defeated. That's the difference. Do you think this game would have been different had AD and Schroeder been in the game? You think Jordan Clarkson wasn't gonna light up Dennis Schroeder? Now I give you credit. The lead probably wouldn't have been as bad. But the Lakers' leadership role is up for grabs. There's no leader. I was wondering who was going to be the voice for the Los Angeles Lakers because Rondo is gone. Rondo was that leader. He was the voice. He was the difference when they played that finals. They have no voice. They have no leader. Now, if LeBron is that guy, you got to be able to take charge. You got to be able to take over and say, hey, I'm here now. Playtime's over. Michael Jordan never had a 4-game losing streak. Since he was like that, now we going into like 89. I know HD probably finna go live and do a StreamYard, so I'm not gonna keep y'all too long. Oh, I thought he already activated playoff mode. Because he's dead tired. He dead tired. And let me tell you, and the playoffs start, and they start losing, and let's say AD get hurt and he got to do it on his own, and they losing, guess what he gonna do? Fake an injury. Make sure you remember this video, and I'll tell you, it's gonna happen. LeBron's gonna fake an injury. Then he's going to be like, I'm going to play through it. Because now he got an excuse for how bad he's going to be playing. He's going to be, yeah, it's my elbow. It's the wrong elbow, Bron. Oh, yeah, this one. Remember when I fell? Yeah, I banged it up a little bit, but I ain't making no excuses. I'm playing through it. Because he want to try to catch Kareem, so he got to keep playing. Keep playing. And keep playing. Yeah, talking about I'm tired of people talking about I need rest and all this. I'm not tired. You look tired. They're going to ask him, like, LeBron, why is your numbers going down? From 3-point shooting, like, what's going on with your shooting? If anybody got the balls to ask him that, you're going to be like, I don't know. I've been trying to, get my elbow down. It was a little inflamed, but that's no real excuse. I'm supposed to make those. Careless turnovers. When LeBron starts losing, he gets lethargic, lazy, and he's mentally defeated. That's what I'm saying. That Calm app must not be selling. Once you got him advertising it, Calm, the app. I'm like, you got a Calm app? For mental? You mentally? And see, this is why we don't like LeBron James. The man has completely disrespected the basketball. He wants to shortcut every way he can to get to the goals he want to get to. He want to shortcut the process. This is why he's not respected by players of his peers. Kobe Bryant didn't respect him at all. Didn't like him at all. Once he did that thing in Miami, it was like, you're done. Don't even come to me. You've disrespected this game far too much. Far too much. He's like, Uncle Frank don't respect you either, bub. Dang, you disrespect the game. You always come up with an excuse to get all these players, manipulate the All-Star game. Now you got Chris Paul out there, the whole Clutch Sports group coming to the doggone championship. Ben Simmons shouldn't be there. Chris Paul shouldn't be there. And whoa, what a surprise. Who they with? Clutch. Nothing about Ben's, what he's done this season should be an MVP. Should be an All-Star. Ben Simmons as an All-Star is insulting to the human being race and the coach. Somebody like, Ben been playing defense, though. I don't give a damn what you say he been doing. I've seen Ben Simmons. He's been a non-factor in almost every game I've seen this season. No, they don't. They don't have any big man in there. They're trying to get a big man. Even if Boogie is not going to stop that. Boogie is not that kind of big man. Boogie is a stretch 4-5. He's another stretch 4-5. But here's the thing though. They wanted to keep Kuzma. They wanted to keep all these players that basically play the same position. And you're not thinking about getting guys who are big that could play the game. You need somebody to play in that interior. And the reason why is that nobody teaches in the NBA. They all taught about playing the pick and roll, everything near the top of the key. No one teaches them how to defend baseline. No one teaches them how to work, to do the back line, the corners, how to defend down low in the paint. They don't know these things because that's not even in existence anymore. Power forward position, that don't even exist, so they don't even teach them in those situations in case guys even go down there what to do. They don't know what to do. These young guys don't know. They haven't been taught. If he gets MVP, it doesn't mean anything because we're seeing it with our own eyes. He's not close to MVP. He's a joke. He's really become a joke. And it's sad. It's sad to see him because in the second half of the games is where they really losing it. I knew the wheels came off in the second quarter, though. They were trying hard in the first, but they couldn't stop nobody. And then the announcer's like, man, you might hit a 3, but then you giving up 5 threes. For every one you hit, they're hitting 5. And they're getting easy buckets. It's like nobody's contesting anything. Like no one's making an effort. So the coach doesn't have an impact. They don't have a voice on the court. Isaiah Thomas told you, and I told you about the Boston Celtics issues. It's the same thing with the Lakers. They don't have a leader. When your team does not have that identity on the court as that person is the leader, we rally behind them. The Clippers have that. Utah has that. Now, LeBron's supposed to be that, but he isn't. He shies away. And when the team is down, he don't rally anybody together. But I've made one big mistake about LeBron. Told you, man, this video is explosive. A lot of things is being revealed in this video. I was wrong about LeBron James. I used to always say, when they said, oh, LeBron don't make players better. Remember we used to always say that? LeBron don't make anybody better. I was wrong about that. I was wrong. I was wrong. I'll admit it. I will admit that. For the first time, I am admitting I was wrong. LeBron James did make all those players better that he played with, that left. He made them all better. Because as soon as they got away from him, they were better damn basketball players. So he made every last one of them better. As soon as they left his ass, that was the best thing that ever happened to them. They started playing ball better than anything ever. So he did make them better. All he had to do was show them what basketball wasn't and how he was going to smother their game. And as soon as they left, they ball like crazy. Like, thank God I'm away from that ball. Bam! Bam! They like, man, I didn't know you could do that. I could do a lot of damn things. But I ain't got him holding me back. Woo! I get to move. I ain't got to stand still. Stand in the corner with my hands out, doing this. Waiting to see him go and do something goofy and try to throw the ball my way. So, LeBron, I apologize to you because you did make players better. Everybody who got away from your bum asses played better. Don't forget to hit the like button for LeBron being a bum. And if you're new here, subscribe to the page, baby. Subscribe. Sign up. Now, let me tell you what all else you missed. What you missed. On the page today, we talked about Drea Michelle. Okay, she's trying to redo Players Club. She's trying to get Ice Cube to redo Players Club with her playing Diamond. That video is out. We put out Aaron Rodgers' engagement. We talked about that thing in there. That was something you needed to see. We did a StreamYard about the All-Star game. Frank was in it. But I was trying to wait till Frank and them came back, but I knew I had to, the games was coming up. I had all this money on the line. I didn't win the parlay. The Pistons let me down, and the damn Bulls in Minnesota screwed me up. But I did bet another bet on them Lakers. Oh, clean as my gun. LeBron lose chips all the time, B. He'll be all right. And when this season over, y'all gonna know. People gonna be like, maybe it's his time for him to retire.